Alright guys, let me give you a tutorial on how to add the standard deviation error bars in Google Sheets. That way it's using your specific data. Maybe this will save you a bit of time tonight as you're trying to wrap up your lab report. I managed to get into a student's data and walked her through kind of just talking back and forth in Google Sheets, so I figure this might help. So you've got your data, you've taken the average of your data and you've calculated a standard deviation, and the best way to create the table is to make sure that your data is in a column. So that's what we've done down here. The data should be in a column because that's what Excel likes. It likes to process everything going down instead of across. So even though the data is put in this table right here, we need to bring it down into columns so that we can actually manipulate it. So you want to select the temperature and the average that you've calculated. So they should correspond. That's really your X and your Y. And then you push this button right here that's called Insert Chart. Now, we've talked about it in class that we want to have the error bar. Actually, let me select the top as well so that you have the labels. We talked about in class that you want to have a bar graph, so we've done that here. And what you do need to do is go to Chart Types and then click Switch Rows and Columns. This will make sure that each row, each bar that you create is its own independent piece. If you don't do that, it's trying to graph everything consecutively. So it's making all of this cohesive together, so when you do the error bars will be the same for all 4 bars. So switch the rows and the columns and that will help you out. So now if you notice, the way that everything's labeled here is that we have everything labeled in the key over here. Notice you're missing 2 bars, the purple and the aqua, and they're reflected over here, so it's recognized that you had 0 as your choice. Now, the other thing to do to add the error bars is customization. If you don't like the title of your chart, you can change it here, fonts, colors, etc. But same thing for the horizontal and the vertical axis. You can change the name here if you don't like the label that's happening. So if you scroll all the way down to series, here's where you can go in and customize each error bar. So if I pick the blue one, the error bar, the standard deviation which was calculated, I can't see, so let me look. It was 0, so having these numbers memorized might help. So let's try this again. Select, make a chart. I like that chart. Switch the rows and the columns and customize. So down here with series, I want to have error bars. You want them to be constant because this number is a plus or a minus, and so you could see it's added the value of 10 just as a default. So we know that the first value is 0. Then we change it to our bar for 25 degrees Celsius, the red, constant, and we change that to, I believe it was 274. And you keep doing that, and so as you can see, it's going to customize the values that you add. I have no idea what the value was for 60, so let's just make something up. Okay, so that's how you can customize it. Once you push insert, there it is. Okay, the value for 60 was 82, so you can click on this little drop down arrow, advanced edit, and go back in and actually edit that value. So I can choose it, and then I can change the value here, which I already forgot what it was. So anyways, I hope that that kind of walks you through how to do this piece, and then all you have to do is select your chart, do a file copy, and then you can paste it into your Google Doc. Alrighty.